First of all, a very warm welcome to each one of you. This is a nice community of learning together. I want us to think of a person in your life who has made a big difference to you. Just take a minute to think about somebody in your life who's made a big difference in your life and who's shaped the person that you are. And I want you to silently thank that person. This competition is a great opportunity for you to really practice the art of connecting who you are with what you do, because it helps you to realize your own potential. And with these words, I want to say to each one of you, let us make this day special. Let every moment count, and thank you for being part of this learning community. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am Ashish Shetty.
I am Sandeep.
And I am Deepti Arvind.
And we represent
Tata Consultancy Services.
We are here to present before you our findings about the biggest challenges that is faced by the Indian organizations and make recommendations to resolve them.
People generally resist change because of the fear to break away from their comfort zone. Managers fail to implement the sheer number of steps required to build a successful relationship.
With each one of us striving to realize our own potential and giving our best to conquer these challenges will help us in transforming the Indian organizations and thus enable the dream of India becoming global superpower by 2050. Thank you.
Okay, I have a question for you. You made a very nice presentation. Your report looks good. I want you to pick out one idea in your own presentation or your report which you think truly innovative.
I would like to say that ultimately the essence of the whole presentation was the finding of 3 simple solutions to all the organizations: to be agile, to adapt, and to be accurate. And these 3 solutions can be applied to all these challenges.
Out of all the challenges which you think are the most critical challenge, and what is the original solution? Not from a research or whatever. What do you think is the original solution?
We believe one of the critical challenges is managing customer expectation and delivering what the customer wants. It's not that we should wait the customer to come back to us. We should understand what they want and try to give them what they want exactly. That will help the organization really grow.
May we get the next team, please?
A very good morning to the eminent panelists and all present in the audience. Today, Team Ariva, consisting of Piyush,
Good morning.
Sarvesh,
Good morning.
and myself, Aarti, will attempt to gauge some of the challenges being faced by organizations in India today. We'll also attempt to bring a few workable solutions to these challenges. Our presentation shall begin by a brief overview of the evolution of the Indian economy, followed by the research methodology that we went about in identifying these challenges.
The story of the evolution of Indian economy is well documented, yet begets repetition. India has grown nearly 1,500% since independence, and a significant chunk of that has happened in the last 2 decades. More importantly, India has moved from an agrarian economy to a services-dominated economy. Services today contributes nearly 65% of the GDP, whilst employing only 23% of the workforce. On the other hand, agriculture, backbone of yesteryear, still employs 60% of the workforce, yet contributes only 17% of the GDP. This has changed the business drivers in India today. The technological revolution has transformed the landscape of India and has created and has empowered the earning potential of the youth. It has created a generation of young, upwardly mobile consumers with a culture of aspirational consumerism with a distinct Indian flavor, value for money. Our literature survey also reflects the same. India has been ranked 19th of the G20 economies in a study by the Carnegie Endowment, besting only the sub-Saharan economies. If infrastructure is a challenge, what can organizations do to counter that? Well, technology helps. India has proven to the world that by harnessing technology, we can create growth opportunity even in the inadequacy of physical infrastructure.
Can you explain what is the main reason that there is very low level of interaction between academia and the industry?
Indian economy traditionally has been, or the Indian businesses have been free and has been for the last 2 decades only. And that has forced, and those market changes have brought about. What we see now as the bottom of pyramid innovations now are the result of market forces. Market is driving that.
इसी बिजनेस के साथ न्यूज, व्यूज और विदेशी बाजार का हाल सुबह 7 बजे। बाजार आज किस शेयर से रहे तो किसे पोर्टफोलियो में जोड़े, देखिए सुबह 7:30 बजे। बेचें या रखें और ओपनिंग बेल का काउंटडाउन सुबह 8:30 बजे। शेयर बाजार लाइव, जी बिजनेस, आपका फायदा। I love the way I travel on business. I love my new vacation bag. But most of all, I love being home. M3M Golf Estate, finest golf resort living. Introducing No Marks Skin Creams, exclusively designed for teens, youth, and 25 plus ages. No Marks. आखिर मार्क्स को हमसे बेहतर और कौन जानता है?
जहाँ खींचा हो, खींचा चला आए।
We're here today to share with you our study on the topic managing organizational and management challenges in India. To begin with, I'd like to talk a little bit about the approach which we followed for our study. We began by brainstorming amongst ourselves as to what this topic meant to each one of us. We then consulted experts both within our organization and outside to identify what they felt were the critical challenges facing Indian companies. We then did a focused research, the result of which is a tool which helps organizations to assess their preparedness to face these challenges.
Well, introducing the context, we remember way back in school in 1990s, India Inc. had got into a severe economic crisis. Since then, thanks to the demographic dividend and all these related advantages, we have come a very long way. In fact, today we happen to be one of the most compelling business locations. But the question remains, what's next? Borrowing a line from Three Idiots here, unfortunately, all is not well.
If these are the challenges facing the Indian companies of today, then the successful Indian companies of tomorrow will be the ones that have harnessed disruptive innovation to develop products that customers in India actually need. Take the case of GE, which has built an ECG machine customized for the rural markets in India, which operates on battery power. The challenge of over-optimism can be met by having the right balance between risk management and long-term growth planning. Take the case of Idea Cellular, which was able to garner a wide pan-India footprint of 3G licenses in the recent telecom auction, spending less money than its competitors.
You know, not only attempted challenges, you have also attempted solution to it. One question which I have is, you have quoted over-optimism in Indian economy as a challenge or whatever. And you have given example of Subiksha and all that. Don't you think Subiksha and other examples which you have given are example of bad business rather than over-optimism?
Their point to put across the dangers possible in the business, those are not well received by the senior management when there is a high over-optimism in the company about something. So that's what we wanted to bring out in this example. Our team, through thorough brainstorming and research, came up with a unique model, a C2B model. Challenges being converted into business leadership. Challenges are nothing but basically hidden pots of opportunities, which if availed can help the firm grow the corporate ladder of growth and success. If managed, can develop into strength. And such strengths gets converted into the core competencies through continual improvement initiatives, which will help one becoming the business leader in their field of operation.
For strategic planning, what C2B model proposes is to have a vision and a plan to achieve it, considering the position of the company in market. What India do? It can have properly laid out vision, mission, values statement. It can conduct top annual management summits where plans for the whole year are made, considering the market scenario in mind. Coming to change management, what C2B model proposes is to have the ability to innovate, which can be done through dedicated R&D efforts and strategic collaboration. Second is employee engagement, which can be done through team building exercises and e-spirit cost mechanism. Now the other key initiatives, which can bring change management into your corporate DNA, online resource management, B2B portals and project monitoring.